Why the rich stay low profile. 10 truths they don't want you to know. Have you ever noticed something strange about truly wealthy people? When you think of rich, you probably imagine shiny sports cars, designer clothes, private jets, and champagne parties on Instagram. But here's the reality. The flashiest people you see online are often not the real wealthy. Many of them are drowning in debt, desperate for attention, or relying on rented lifestyles just to look successful. Meanwhile, the quiet millionaires and billionaires you've never heard of? They live in normal houses. They shop at regular stores. They blend into the crowd. And yet they own entire businesses, real estate portfolios, and investment empires. So why do the truly rich stay so low profile? What are they hiding? And what truths do they know about money that the rest of us don't? In this video, we're going to uncover the 10 secrets of why the rich stay low profile. These are truths that most wealthy people don't openly share, because they'd rather you stay distracted chasing appearances, while they quietly build empires. Stick around until the very end, because the final truth isn't about money, it's about a different kind of wealth that can completely change how you see success. Ready? Let's dive in. Truth #1. Real wealth is silent power. There's a saying, money talks, but wealth whispers. Think about Warren Buffett. He's worth over $100 billion, yet he still lives in the same modest Omaha house he bought in 1958 for just $31,500. No golden palace, no fleet of Lamborghinis. Just a simple lifestyle. Why? Because real wealth doesn't need to scream for validation. When you have money, you don't need to prove it to strangers. On the other hand, people who show off luxury cars, expensive watches, or loud brands are often doing it for one reason: to convince others they're successful. Here's the paradox. Poor and middle-class people spend money to look rich. The rich save and invest money to stay rich. The lesson? If you want true financial power, don't waste energy trying to look wealthy. Focus on quietly building wealth that speaks for itself. Truth #2. Avoiding jealousy and envy. Flaunting wealth doesn't just attract attention, it attracts the wrong kind of attention. History is full of stories where wealthy people became targets of envy, crime, or even political backlash. In countries with high inequality, kidnappings and ransom cases are common. Criminals look for people who stand out, and flaunting wealth makes you a walking bullseye. Even in safer countries, showing off creates resentment. Neighbors, friends, even relatives may start comparing, criticizing, or secretly wishing you'd fail. That's why many rich people choose to stay low profile. They understand human nature. Envy is powerful, and it can destroy relationships, opportunities, and even personal safety. Protecting wealth often means protecting your image by not flaunting it. Truth #3. Tax and legal protection. Another reason the rich stay quiet? Taxes and lawsuits. When you show off, you're essentially announcing to the world, hey, I've got money. And guess what happens? The tax authorities might start digging deeper into your finances. Lawyers might try to drag you into lawsuits, hoping for settlements. Opportunists might pitch you deals designed to take advantage of you. By staying low profile, the rich reduce their exposure. They use legal structures like trusts, holding companies and foundations not only to manage money, but to stay invisible. The rich know this. The less people know about your money, the safer your money is. Truth #4. Networking, not flexing. Average people show off on Instagram. The rich? They network in private rooms. Deals worth millions or even billions are not made on social media. They're made at charity dinners, golf courses, quiet boardrooms, or private gatherings where like-minded wealthy individuals meet. Here's the secret. Rich people don't need validation from strangers. They need influence, connections, and trust. And none of that comes from showing off. So while the masses chase likes and followers, the rich are chasing opportunities, and opportunities don't care about how flashy your watch is. Truth #5. Assets over appearance. Let me ask you, would you rather look rich or be rich? Most people choose the first option. They buy cars, designer clothes, and luxury gadgets, not realizing those things are liabilities. They drain money instead of producing money. The wealthy choose the second option. They buy assets, things that put money in their pocket month after month. Real estate, stocks, businesses, patents. Here's the brutal truth. That $100,000 sports car, worth less the moment you drive it out of the showroom. That $100,000 investment property could pay you $1,000 every single month for decades. The rich don't waste money on appearance. They grow money through assets. Truth hash 6, controlling the narrative. Have you noticed how billionaires often appear suddenly in the news, almost out of nowhere? Take Jeff Bezos. For years, nobody knew who he was. He kept his head down, building Amazon quietly. By the time he was on magazine covers, he was already a billionaire. That's not an accident. Wealthy people understand the power of timing. They control when and how their wealth becomes visible. By staying low profile, they avoid scrutiny until they're strong enough to handle it. The lesson? Don't reveal your moves too early. Build in silence. Reveal when it's too late for competition to catch up. Truth hash 7. Privacy is the ultimate luxury. When you don't have money, you think luxury is owning things. When you do have money, you realize luxury is privacy. Think about it. Celebrities who flaunt wealth are constantly followed by paparazzi, criticized online, and judged by millions of strangers. Do you think that feels like freedom? Meanwhile, a quiet millionaire can walk down the street with no one bothering them. They can enjoy dinner with family in peace. They can live life on their terms without every move being documented. Privacy is the ultimate form of wealth, and that's why the rich stay low profile. Truth hash 8. Flashy often equals broke. Here's a shocking truth. Many people you see online showing off Lamborghinis, Rolexes, and private jets don't actually own them. Some lease luxury cars for a day to shoot Instagram reels. Others max out credit cards for the appearance of wealth. Some even rent private jets that never leave the runway, just for photos. It's all a performance. Meanwhile, the truly wealthy drive normal cars, wear simple clothes, and invest their money. They don't need to look rich because they are rich. The rule of thumb? If someone is working too hard to prove they're rich, they probably aren't. Truth hash 9. The power of surprise. Another hidden reason the rich stay low profile. Strategy. Imagine you're buying land for a future project. If everyone knows you're a billionaire, sellers will raise the price. But if you appear average, you get the deal quietly. Later, when the project is complete, people are shocked. But by then, it's too late. The rich use invisibility as a weapon. They move quietly, then reveal results when it's already a done deal. That's why you often hear about massive business moves only after they're complete. The power of surprise. Truth hash 10. True riches are about freedom, not flex. At the end of the day, money is just a tool. The rich understand that wealth isn't about material things, it's about freedom. Freedom to spend time with family. Freedom to wake up when you want. Freedom to live where you want. Freedom to pursue passions, not just pay bills. Think about it. Which is more valuable? A flashy car that depreciates every year? Or the ability to never worry about money again? Most people chase the appearance of wealth. The rich chase the lifestyle of wealth, peace of mind, time, and freedom. And that's why they don't need to be loud. Because the richest life isn't the one people see, it's the one you get to quietly live every single day. So let's recap the 10 truths of why the rich stay low profile. Real wealth is silent power. They avoid jealousy and envy. They protect themselves from taxes and lawsuits. They value networking over flexing. They focus on assets, not appearance. They control the narrative. Privacy is the ultimate luxury. Flashy often equals broke. They use the power of surprise. And finally, true wealth is freedom, not flex. Now let me ask you a question. Would you rather be rich and unknown or famous and broke? If you're here, I think you already know the answer. So instead of chasing validation, chase wealth. Build assets. Protect your privacy. Grow in silence. And when you succeed, you won't need to prove it. Your life will speak for itself. Thanks for watching Wealth Alchemy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more insights on wealth, money, and freedom. And in our next video, we'll explore how to start building wealth step by step without falling into the trap of fake rich. You don't want to miss it. Until then, stay humble, stay smart, and keep building quietly.